back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing another My Thrill Club unboxing. If you have not seen October and November's boxes, this one is actually December's box. I know that you're probably seeing this in February. But long story short, basically there was a backup at the postal office. We had a strike in Canada, and plus My Thrill Club was also having some issues on their end as well. So I ended up not receiving my box for a few months, and then I got a whole bunch of them all at one time. So I'm kind of batch filming these unboxings, and you're seeing them way later than you should, but I got them way later than I should have, so it's not my fault. Let's get into it. Okay, so these ones look cute right off the bat. Like, I just love pretty covers. I'm a sucker for pretty covers. So I hope you guys can see this. The first one is The Curse of Jacob Tracy, and the second one is The Deadlands. Okay, so I'm just going to put the box down and we'll pick up each book and see what they are all about. So this first one, The Curse of Jacob Tracy by Holly Messenger. That's a really nice cover. It's really pretty. Let's see what it's about. St. Louis in 1880 is full of ghosts, mangled soldiers, tortured slaves, the innocent victims of war, and Jacob Tracy can see them all. Ever since Antietam, sorry, pronunciation, you know I'm not good at that, when he lay delirious among the dead and dying, Trace has been haunted by the country's restless spirits. The curse cost him his family, his calling to the church, and damn near his sanity. He stays out of ghost-populated cities as much as possible these days, guiding wagon trains west with his pragmatic and skeptical partner, Boz. Then, just before the spring rush, Trace gets a letter from the wealthy and reclusive Sabine Fairweather. Sickly, sharp-tongued, and far too clever for her own good, Miss Fairweather needs a worthy man to retrieve a dead friend's legacy from a nearby town. Or so she says. When the errand proves far more sinister than advertised, Miss Fairweather admits to knowing about Trace's curse and suggests she might be able to help him, in exchange for a few more odd jobs. Trace has no interest in being her pet psychic, but he's been searching 18 years for a way to curb his unruly curse, and Miss Fairweather's knowledge of the spirit world is too tempting to ignore. As she steers him into one macabre situation after another, his powers flourish, and Trace begins to realize some good might be done with this curse of his. But Miss Fairweather is harboring some dark secrets of her own, and her meddling has brought Trace to the attention of some much older and more dangerous than any other ghost. Rich in historical detail and emotional depth, The Curse of Jacob Tracy is a fast-paced and inventive debut and intriguing introduction into a bold new hero. This one sounds different for sure, and I really love historical fiction, so that might be really good. And the next one is called The Deadlands. It's endorsed by Stephen King. He says, "Good God, what a tale, don't miss it." And it's by Benjamin Percy. So let's see what this one's all about. In Benjamin Percy's new thriller, a post-apocalyptic reimagining of the Lewis and Clark saga, a superflu and nuclear fallout have made a husk of the world we know. 150 years ago, when the world began to fall apart, when the flu mutated and millions began to die, downtown St. Louis was fortified. What's with these books about St. Louis? It's funny. There was no time for committees, for debate, for a show of hands. There was no time to collect toothbrushes, rifles, photo albums, to call upon family members to join those inside. The few had to make the immediate decision to live or die. The flu was airborne, and it was coming. So a wall was built and has remained ever since. St. Louis, now called the Sanctuary, is a shielded community that owes its survival to its militant defense and fear-mongering leaders. When a rider comes from the wasteland beyond its walls, she reports on the outside world. West of the Cascades, rain falls, crops grow, civilization thrives. But there's danger too. The rising power of an army that pillages and enslaves every community that they happen upon. Against the wishes of the Sanctuary, a small group sets out in secrecy on an epic quest across America's blasted heartland, determined to secure a better life. Led by Lewis, Meriwether, and Mina Clark, they hope to expand their infant nation and reunite the states. But the Sanctuary will not allow them to escape without a fight. This one reminds me of kind of like the Walking Dead sort of situation. Not something that I typically read, so I'm not a whole lot sure about that. But I'm sure a lot of people would find this really, really interesting. But once again, it's just something that I'll have to give a try a few chapters, and kind of decide from there whether or not it's something I'm going to be interested in. Well, you guys, those are the 2 physical reads in the My Thrill Club box for December. If you have not seen the last couple of openings I did explain that they've started emailing you the codes for the free ebooks now, which I have not accessed yet. I plan on doing it, but I don't read a whole lot on like an e-reader or anything like that. I like to have a physical copy in my hand, so I will redeem those, but I haven't yet. It's not a huge priority since I don't typically read in those formats anyways. So those were the 2 boxes from the December My Thrill Club, and let me know in the comments down below if you've read either of them and which one I should start with first. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I will see you in my next video. Bye!